Welcome back to the Diecast Museum. Today's video, we are looking at M2 diecast vehicles, 1/64 scale, mostly square body trucks. All of these trucks have been released over the spring and summer 2020, and we're going to look at all 6 trucks in that little stacked set as well, each coming out. For a quick look at them in their packaging, here we have 3 vehicle sets, Walmart exclusives, the Ford Mustangs, and of course the Chevy square bodies. The remainder of these trucks are mostly exclusives from hobby shops such as Meijo exclusives. And we also, of course, have that hot pink Chevy Scottsdale 10. That was a hard truck to come across by the looks of the prices on eBay. Without further ado, let's get right into this 6 vehicle truck set to see what we've got. And coming right off the top, really nice looking 75 GMC Sierra Grand. Because I'm taking all of these out of their packaging, we only really need to take a brief look. So these ones are limited to 6,880 pieces each. That, of course, is not including the chase pieces, which I did not get. So I'm not even going to go into mentioning about that stuff. I so rarely find chase pieces of any brands anymore. What with buying everything online, you usually have to pay up front for those now, unless you get the rare sealed case, which is always nice. But there's another nice paint job on that truck. And here we have a mustard yellow 1973 version. Essentially, the packaging is going to all be the same on these. They are from release number 58. And I do believe that is just the Chevrolet square body series, as it says right on the package. Chevy Scottsdale. Here we have another 76 with the flare side box. Very nice pinstriping. Would be nice to see these with some lift kits as well as an option. Perhaps in the future M2 will treat us with some sort of exchangeable base or some cool new paint jobs with that. I do get that question a lot from some of the commenters in the videos of past when I've reviewed these sorts of trucks, as I do have a very extensive collection of these square bodies now. I really am digging that paint scheme, the Desert Fox paint scheme. Very nice. Got one left in here, and that is the Sierra Grand Custom without the box. Dualies, and of course some big exhaust pipes coming out the back. Red line tires. Beautiful metallic blue. Again, all these trucks are going to look fabulous once we get them out of their packaging. So there you have that complete set. And those came, I believe, from Walmart, but don't quote me. They may have been sold elsewhere. I bought mine online. Came with the little display shipper box. Into the next set. Let's take a look at this one just real quick while it's still in the box. Pretty cool. A nice assortment of those square body trucks. And I think these are around $30 in the stores if you can find them. They were produced in quite a lot larger number than, say, most of the other M2 stuff. 9,750 pieces. So they really shouldn't be that hard to come by. And here's the Mustangs, which we're also going to open up. These are really cool. It's a new casting for M2. Almost as new as a square body, but these ones are brand new. So really looking forward to seeing those out of those packages. And now where are we going to go to next? The packaging on these Meijo exclusives, pretty much always the same all the way around. Slosh tubs. That's a funny expression for that. And this is another mustardy metallic yellow square body GM truck. Very similar on the back to the front artwork. We'll go through the number of pieces released as well just before we get into the next segment of this video. This one was also a tough one to find. Stars and stripes in kind of a black ghost, black and gray ghost paint job of the infamous flag of the United States of America. This one released in quantities of 4,400 pieces worldwide. 3,875 for the mustard square body. The slosh tub, 3,850, just 25 less than that other one. And the rarest of the bunch, in this particular case, 3,600 pieces for this one.
1 hour later.
I finally got all the packaging out of the way. Got these vehicles ready for the loose display. First, though, let's just take a look at them with all their hoods up. And now I'm going to close all the hoods because it does look a lot nicer with them closed, in my opinion. The engines have fairly good details. There's only one model that has an air cleaner on top, the old carbureted style engine, I should say. And the rest have what appears to be fuel injected engines in them, which is totally fine. A nice assortment of 3 engines for these vehicles, which are all in a range of only a few years apart. Same body style. Of course, we've got the flare sides and the straight side trucks. They've all got the same rake and stance. Hood's range of motion, all exactly the same. So good quality there. Most of these vehicles roll fairly well, and none had any broken parts, which is always nice to see when these models are so detailed. One can sometimes worry about things like that. You still have to be quite careful in taking them apart, though, out of the packaging. And look at that. What a nice looking Mustang. We've got the big slicks on the bottom. Transparent tail lenses on the back. Goodyear tires all the way around. That is a snazzy looking car. My favorite here is the red one, though, just because it rolls so well. Very nice wheels. I like when they roll really well. It's kind of important to me because I am an opener. For those that don't open these cars out of the packaging, I mean, unless a tire is falling off in the package, you're not likely to even really notice whether it rolls all that well or not. But here, let's just do a little... Looks pretty good to me. And every once in a while, just because of the width of the tires, you are going to get some situations where you may have to do a little bit of an adjustment with a small screwdriver or even just your hands to get those tires to fit the rims a little better, as was the case with this yellow version of the Mustang. Love how it's got all those individual lenses. It's still mostly a roller. I could work on a little bit. The nice thing about M2 cars is that they come apart with just a few screws, exactly the same as the ones that hold it to the display case. So it really isn't difficult to take these apart and straighten the axles or the wheels if you have the time and the interest of both, which I do. So let's move on into those trucks now. As I said, an overview of the trucks. The first 6 here I have were from the square body 6 vehicle set. And as you can see, those hoods close real nice on these trucks. We'll go into the back row and same thing. I had 2 of the slosh tubs trucks. One was one that was broken when I purchased it. Someone had dropped it in the package and the grill had fallen out, but a small dab of glue and that's all fixed. All right, let's go in for a closer look at these trucks. Beautiful, absolutely magnificent vehicles. I don't want to get my hands all in the way here, so I'm just going to let the camera do the talking. I've already pre-buffed them. As you can see, some very nice paint jobs on these with exquisite details. And I will spin each of these trucks around for you so you can see the back sides as well. The base is pretty much all the same. Black painted metal. A couple screws holding it together. I think 3 actual screws. Because the box is a separate piece from the cab. The hood obviously is a separate piece. And then the bumpers and interior bits. Front grille and bumpers. But what a nice looking array of trucks. If I haven't already said that about 3 or 4 times, I will try to cease saying that exact same sentence over again. And now let's just take a look at these things turned around. Where's my hand? There it is. All right. Cool. GMC on the back. And this one here, probably my next favorite. It's nice they have the year on the license plate as well. Apologies for bobbing around here with the camera. I'm a little out of practice. Chevrolet on the back of that one. I like how M2 has gone with the die-cast tail lights. instead of the previous little chrome tabs they've used on other trucks, which are pretty much immediately lost if you handle them at all. Now this one is a fairly delicate one, what with those chrome plastic tailpipes and fuel cells. It actually has quite a unique base compared to these ones here. But you can see 3 screws holding together, and fairly easy to modify. It's got like a removable rear axle portion. So I think you're going to see modification kits maybe available in the future, or something you can do yourself as far as ride height for these vehicles. I personally think they look terrific the way they are. And with the wheels that M2 uses, you just can't go wrong. But they all roll really nice, speaking of wheels. I mean, it's not bad. They've come a long way. M2 has definitely made leaps and strides with that portion of their quality control. It's quite obvious to me, having been a long-time M2 purchaser. I can see the level of attention that they're putting into these vehicles to really iron out any potential issues they may have had at one point in time. Very nice. Now, only if they were easier to find. That's the biggest problem, is I can't get them here in Canada. Certainly not without paying at least $20 per truck from my local hobby store. Now, I'm not sure what the exact retail price of these vehicles was supposed to be, but I would imagine it's somewhere in around $10 to $15 US. Slosh tubs. Squeaky, squeaky. Very nice. Look at that. Very nice. And now that metallic mustard yellow one, it actually grows on you after a while. Very awesome paint jobs on these. And let's put it next to the non-metallic mustard truck from that 6-vehicle set with the blacked out front grille. SS on the back, 1973, those big Goodyear slicks underneath. Amazing. What a nice collection of trucks. Next video coming out in the next 5 to 7 days will be an Auto World video. I've got a whole summer's worth of amazing Auto World trucks to show you. So I'll keep going with the square body type truck theme right into Auto World exclusively for the next video. Stick around for that. I've also got actually some newer trucks in that set. Some brand new Jeep Wranglers. The whole set. Every color option. Like I said, I never stopped collecting. I only stopped making videos. And now it's time to get back to work. If you can call this work. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, happy hunting. Don't smash your thumb with a hammer like I did. Alright. Till the next video, guys. Take care.